Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Today is Tuesday, October 5th. Um, as a side note, not financial related, it is the 10th anniversary of Steve Jobs' death. I'm a very big Apple person. I also had liver issues, which he unfortunately succumbed to. But honestly, the way that he looked towards his death, I'm somewhat familiar with that because back in 2010 or 2011, I kind of looked the same. So let's take a moment for Steve Jobs. Hopefully he's looking down and hopefully he's proud of what Tim Cook is doing. I mentioned last Thursday with Dennis and I that I'm pessimistic on the economy, and someone I don't remember who said that, the economy and the stock market are two different things. And that is true. You know, while the economy can be quite shaky, the stock market may be doing well or may be healthy. And there are underlying issues or underlying reasons for that. A big one is the Fed. So it'll be interesting on what's to come. Both Yellen and someone from the Fed mentioned inflation, mentioned transitory in that same breath. But who knows how long it's going to last. As you see, the SPY is recovering from the bottom of its Keltner channel or Bollinger Band. It is still below that. Still below these two trend line that I've drawn quite a while ago. So yes, I'm still pessimistic on the economy. I will see what the spending package does now that it's been defeated. Maybe they will rework it, maybe not. The debt ceiling, cross your fingers that comes to fruition. Because if it doesn't, there's going to be trouble. Fed's going to stop buying bonds, which is kind of a steroid for the market. And then eventually, not this year, we'll look to think about raising rates. So, but yes, the economy and the market are two somewhat separate things. So while I can be pessimistic on the economy, I can still be bullish or somewhat bullish on the market. And I just, like I've said before, play it like it lies and, play it day by day. So, and what I've learned from Alan is play it on the 5 minute. If the 5 minute is bullish, play it bullishly. Pick the right stocks and they will trend. If you look at the SPX right here, we broke the 5 minute high and then took off for the next 10, next hour and a half, which is somewhat around a key time. So, Alan, how are you doing today? How'd you do this week so far?
Phenomenal week. I love to listen to Brian because I have such a total 100% different take on a lot of things. I don't think the economy's been so good in probably 4 or 5 years. What you see is somewhat normal. September, October, you have a little bit of wrestling to go up. Now, I did a quiz for everybody on what happened the day after the first. So what you had is that they were taking the money that was deposited from the 401ks. I've seen that before. Usually that's not a good indication because the market is unstable. If you see a market go up 500 points on the first day of the month, what you will see is normally a retracement of usually 50%. When you have a greater retracement, that means things aren't doing as well as they should.
And for those of you
However,
without a calendar, Friday was actually the first, which
mhm,
we were up. Monday, like you said, we were down, which was the fourth.
mhm.
And today we bounced a little.
Today was actually an extremely good day because now that's a very good indicator, just so you know, because the retracement took the money that was deposited. Now, I know this concept seems a little bit odd for you to go ahead and realize because it's actually a very interesting concept. The stock market is life. You go ahead and you get paid, get your paycheck. You go to the market, you spend all your money, now you're out of money. Okay. And then you got to wait for the next draw to come in. Now, I hate to put it in this perspective, but basically, if you were to take $1,000 and leave it on a table and walk out of a room with 100 people in it and came back an hour later, you'd be in shock if that $1,000 was on there. Well, the people that run the stock market, trade the stock market, the professional traders, when they see money come in, they grab it. That's what that 401k money is. It's all new money that came into the market. And now after the dust settles, then they take the money. It's an interesting concept, but that's usually what happens. You saw it play out. But the good thing is that it came back the following day. That's a good thing.
Right. That was
In
today.
my book here, right here.
Right, actually right here.
Yeah. The
Uh,
option secret. Okay. I just want to make a point because this is what should happen. In October, you see the travel stocks doing well. All I got to do is follow booking for the last 3 or 4 days. You know, I'm 100% right on that. As well as you will see transportation stocks do well also, like FedEx, UPS going into Christmas. And because cold weather's starting to come, energy stocks. This is why I've been following ExxonMobil, FedEx, UPS. Those are going to be your big stocks. Now, at some point, Amazon's been taking a big dive. You'll see Amazon will start to go ahead and pick up and go crazy, or it should. If it doesn't, I don't know what that means because it should. So, this is the thing is you can only interpret events that after they occur. You can't interpret them while they're occurring. You have to let them occur and see, and then you figure out what's going on. For example, the Chinese stocks. I was there. JPX, Japan markets. I've been there, and they were down huge today. Why? Nobody knows. But they say it was because of default on a real estate company in China, but China stocks weren't down. So you see events, you try to figure out what was the underlying thing, and then you respond and then you use that in your trading. But eventually, I'm going to try to get this in your hands on everybody. I'm going to go ahead and send you a download somewhere in the future. I'll have to get your email. And I want you to have this information. This is my lifelong work of what I've seen. This is what I've seen how the algorithms work in the JP Morgan trading stations. When I visited them in New York City, in the trading room, seeing it on the New York Stock Exchange floor, seeing it in practice there. So I have a feel, and the thing that's always fascinated me is because they're pieces of the puzzle. Most people use computers, and this is why we developed an app, because the app is using algorithms to go ahead and do the same thing that the big boys do. It's just a way to go ahead and make the playing field a little bit flatter. So we can go ahead and do well like them. So.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
Sweet. Well, I have to run. I got a big meeting that I have to get to. So it was great chatting. Where do I see the market going? I think we're going to continue to go up. I think we'll go up on UPS, FedEx, Visa, MasterCard are going to take off again too. Watch for them. And I think you're going to go ahead and see Amazon. When you see an indicator that it's starting to go, jump in because it should take off on you.
yeah, and Amazon's been kind of beaten up quite a
Oh,
lot these past.
it's getting slammed.
Did bounce a little bit, but yeah, this huge candle Monday. If we get above that, watch to take over. Or to watch it take off. So
It is so far below the SMA, it's not even funny.
yeah.
So excellent. You got anything for us as we close out, Brian?
I don't, other than, it's funny because every time Alan posts the app, he's got the old version because it's not green. Green stands for money. So
I like that.
that's why I picked green. So yeah, so this is the new app. We are so close. And I hear people say, oh, when are you going to develop for iOS? And what I did is I actually went to Walmart. I bought this phone, which costs $60. It's a Samsung A01. I don't have any data plan on it, but I have Wi-Fi. So this phone for $60 allows me to run that app. So for you iOS people that are going to wait for the iOS version of the app, and it'll come, go out and buy yourself a $60 phone. And if you can be on Wi-Fi and run it on Wi-Fi, you're set. So yeah, that's my words of wisdom. And like I said,
that's actually really good wisdom because it's a great app. It's what I always wanted, always dreamed about. And so Brian's doing a wonderful job on it. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's a long time coming, 16, 18 months. So, okie doke. With that said, everybody have a good night, good week ahead, and we'll chat soon.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Bye, everyone.